Welcome back everyone to another super hot Saturday morning here at the Big Top. We got some pretty nice stuff in, mostly NES stuff this week, so let me show you that stuff real quick, guys. First, let me show you the common stuff. X-Men, Karate Kid, California Games, Rygar, World Games. Here's some of the better stuff now. Got Millipede, Silver Surfer, Boy and His Blob, Hubert, Metal Gear, Kirby's Adventure, Super Mario 2, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Here's probably the best one we got, Mega Man 4, Donkey Kong, Batman Returns, and Tecmo Bowl. Alright guys, we just took in a massive lot. Probably shouldn't have done it. We've got rent due today, or this weekend, but it was some just amazing stuff. Really hard for me to pass it up. Really good guy. He comes out here from time to time, one of the collectors. Best one in the Genesis is probably Streets of Rage 2, and we've got some nice, really nice N64 stuff. Again, the best one is probably Gauntlet Legends. We've got some original Game Boy games, all three Donkey Kong Lands. We also have the black original Game Boy, which is really nice. Cheap Wii games and PS2 games. I wouldn't have normally taken these in, but they let me have them for $1 a piece, so I wasn't going to pass that up. Some little Pokeballs with some Pokemons, like 3 Pikachus. You've got some NES stuff. Probably the best one here is the second game, that is Terminator. Then you got Ninja Gaiden, a loose GameCube. Really needed one because we ran out. An original gold N64 controller, a NES Game Genie, and a Rumble Pack. This is kind of nice. This is an actual Nintendo branded Pokemon bag for the Game Boy. Really, really nice. And in that yellow bag below is a PS1 system. I believe it's missing the power supply, but I believe I've got one at home. Alright guys, it is noon. We're sitting at exactly $100. It has been quite slow today, but definitely we have got some really amazing stuff in, just like I showed you in a couple of previous pieces of this video. So stuff we've sold here in the last few hours, we sold Max Payne 1 and 2 for the original Xbox. It was one of our normal guys that come in and buy Xbox games. We sold to another gentleman who sets up in the middle. He has bought tons of NES games from us, and again, he has bought more. He bought Boy and His Blob, Ninja Gaiden, Kirby's Adventure, and Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. We then sold Epic Mickey for the Wii, and then we sold 3 of the Pokemon Plushies that we just got in, and she took 2 of the Pokeballs as well. So guys, if anything else sells, I'll let you know. Well guys, it is 1:30. We're sitting at 253. Things have definitely picked up for us. The best thing of today is a lot of that stuff we got in earlier this morning. We've sold quite a bit of it, like Mortal Kombat 3, Ninja Gaiden, all of those plushies, and the Pokeballs. So it's always nice to see stuff immediately go out as soon as we get it in. Some of the stuff we've sold here in the last few hours, we sold Sega Superstar Tennis for the 360. We sold Final Fantasy 3 and one of the Justice League games, both for the Super Nintendo. We also sold that black Game Boy that came in as well. The person that bought that was the gentleman who he buys from me from time to time, that goes and sets up at conventions. We sold Mystic Defender for the Genesis, Battlefield 3 for the PS3, Sims 2 for the GameCube, Army of One and Street Fighter Cross Tekken for the 360, Mortal Kombat 3 for the Game Boy, and Top Gun and Dragon Warrior for the NES. So guys, once things start picking up again, I'll let you know. Well guys, it's 3 o'clock. We ended up at 3:04. Some of the stuff we sold here in this last hour, we sold Tetris DX for the Game Boy Color. I sold a AC adapter, the multi-AC adapter. It was a NES, Super Nintendo, and Genesis 1. It was brand new. We sold Hey You Pikachu. We sold Fight Night Round 3. Hey You Pikachu was for the N64. Fight Night was for the original Xbox. We sold Defiance. Meet the Robinsons for the GameCube. Samurai Warriors Katana for the PS2. One gentleman bought all that stuff that I just mentioned. Then we had somebody come in, a kid with his dad, picked up WWE 2K14 for the 360. And we sold a Wii U AC adapter brand new. So guys, if anything else sells, I'll let you know. Welcome back everyone to another hot Saturday morning here at the Big Top. Currently it's 11:30 and we're sitting at 225, so it's actually been a pretty good start for us today. I think today may be actually a decent day, maybe do more than we did yesterday, which is kind of crazy because Sundays have been, so far the last month or month and a half, it's been pretty slow. So the stuff we've sold here in the last couple hours, I sold 5 $1 comics. I sold Paperboy and WrestleMania for the NES. The gentleman who came in yesterday that works in the middle, he came back and bought a couple more NES games from us, which was awesome. We sold 2 wireless 360 controllers. We sold Scooby-Doo and a $3.99 DS game. Sold another $3 comic. I think it was Tomb of Dracula from the mid-70s. I sold a Sonic plushie, Hey You Pikachu for the N64, Super Mario Galaxy 2 for the Wii, and Kirby's Epic Yarn for the Wii. All that stuff went to one individual. We then sold 6 PS3 games, Yahoo! It has been a while since we've sold that many games in a weekend. That might be, heck, our total for like all of last month. So it was really cool to see a whole bunch of PS3 games go out. We sold Mother 1 and 2 for the Game Boy Advance. That's one of those fan-translated carts that I sell. Then we sold 6 NES games. They were Harlem Globetrotters, Quattro Adventure, Snoopy's. That was a Snoopy game. We sold Ultimate Basketball, Remote Control, and Funhouse. So guys, if anything else sells, I will let you know. Well, I said I wasn't going to do it, but Bobby came in and he had like 3 massive totes of stuff. We picked through it and just picked just a few things out. Mostly they're PS1, PS2, GameCube, Xbox, and Xbox 360 games. As you can see, it's nothing really fancy, but for the most part, there's some decent stuff in here. Halo 1, Sonic Heroes for the Xbox. I did get the Halo Anniversary Edition, the original Halo remastered for the 360. That was kind of cool. Batman Arkham City, the Hulk for the GameCube. Then the Junkman showed up. Hadn't seen him in a very long time. He was selling for somebody else that had some stuff out here. Brought me an original NES, just a controller, no hookups. So we took that in. It works fairly well. I may end up having to replace the 60 pin or 72 pin connector inside. It came with Super Mario Bros. 1, and the other game I got was Dragon Ball Z game for the Game Boy Color. Well guys, it's 1 o'clock. We are sitting at 3:49. Has been a really good day so far for us. Been quite a bit of people walking around. It actually kind of surprises us. Like I said earlier, Saturdays have always been, this last month and a half to 2 months have been better than Sundays, but it looks like today, possibly Sunday's going to be better. Some of the stuff we've sold here in the last couple hours, we sold 2 $3 Game Boy Advance games, sold Shift Unleashed for the PS3, we sold a wired 360 controller, 2 non-working 360s, always nice to get rid of junk like that. I guess you can try to get one working system. We sold the gold N64 controller with the Rumble Pack. I knew it wasn't going to last long because it was an original Nintendo branded controller. We sold Super Mario and Duck Hunt for the NES, and we sold the Genesis aftermarket system. Had it for a while, but the gentleman who bought the NES games earlier, who sets up in the middle, came back and bought that as well. So guys, once things start selling again, I'll let you know. Well guys, it's 2:30. We are sitting at 429. It's definitely turned out to be a pretty darn good day for us. Some of the stuff we've sold here in the last couple hours, we sold Angry Birds and FIFA Soccer 10 for the Wii. We sold 19 NES dust covers. I put those aside for a gentleman. I think he bought the Neo Geo Pocket Gold. The guy who spent probably $100 on Game Boy Color games from us. I put those aside for him. He said he was looking for some and looking for more. So if I get more of them, I'll set those aside for him. They're basically $1 a piece. We sold a PS3 wireless controller, Fix-It Felix for the Genesis. That's the homebrew that we stock out here. And we sold Pilot Wings and NFL Quarterback Club for the Super Nintendo. So guys, if anything else sells, I will let you know. Guys, it is 3:50 and we're going to go ahead and get the heck out of here. We ended up at 458, another really good Sunday for us. Probably our best Sunday in a couple months, to be honest. The last few things we sold here at the very end, we sold the Squaresoft Collector's Demo Disc. Had the little slip cover that came with it in the disc. We sold Need for Speed Underground Rivals for the PSP, a 360 battery cover, All-Star Baseball 64, All-Star Baseball 2000, Cruisin' USA, and Namco Museum 64, all of course for the N64. So guys, now stay tuned for the wrap-up. Alright guys, here is the wrap-up portion of the video. On Saturday, that last hour, I think it was like 305, 306 is the last amount I gave. Well, we sold quite a bit of stuff in that last hour. We ended up at 364, and on Sunday, we did 458 for a grand total of 822, which is absolutely awesome. Probably our best weekend in at least a couple months, to be honest. Also, I was able to take a few things home for myself as well. Let me show you that stuff, guys. First, I decided to keep a couple more of the PS1 games that came in last weekend. First, we've got Ridge Racer, pretty nice copy, and Epidemic. Didn't have these in my collection, so I decided to add them. And yesterday, a couple things came in. This is not really worth anything. I just thought it was kind of cool. I know the servers are defunct on this. That is Yu-Gi-Oh! Online. Just thought that was kind of neat. And probably the coolest thing for me, at least, is this. I did not have a copy of it. I have it for DOS, but I did not have it for Windows 95. It is a copy of Command & Conquer. It is loose, but I don't care. I'm probably going to start building me a Windows 95 or Windows 98 machine just so I can play this game. I know that the graphics are has better resolution on the Windows version as opposed to the DOS version, which is pretty exciting. Again, guys, thanks for watching.